Hey everybody, it is a Wednesday evening and we just got back from dinner about an hour ago with the kids. And every now and then we like to take them out. And so that's what we did tonight. And I love that. I love that to be able to spend time together. There's some quality time that we spend with our kids and sometimes, it's eating out or sometimes it's shopping or whatever it is. And so I wanted to get on here tonight because tomorrow is December the 1st. And I was just thinking, with the spirit of Thanksgiving and Christmas and the end of the year, I do this at the end of every year. And I wanted to, is tomorrow November 30th? Good. Okay, so starting December the 1st, how's that? Um, is it really the 30th tomorrow, Teresa? Okay, that's good to know. I have an extra day. Thanks, Samantha. You are right. I'm a day ahead. So that gives you 2 extra days to prepare. So I would change that. Thank you for telling me that. I'm getting ahead of myself as far as the months go. I'm excited for December to be here. So that gives you a couple of extra days to prepare for this challenge that I'm going to issue to you. And so you can be thinking about it, right? So one of the things that I love to do every December, and I think I'm going to make this a tradition, I love, the idea of helping others. I love the idea of thinking of others. And those who are coming on, I get it. In my caption, it says tomorrow's December the 1st. And so I'm correct. I stand corrected. It's November the 30th tomorrow. So anyway, one of the things that I wanted to no, Rick, I get it. Tomorrow is not December the 1st. It's on Friday, so you have 2 extra days. I'm going to change my caption, but thank you for correcting me. It's okay. So I wanted to put together this challenge of goodness, I guess you could call it. The joy challenge, the challenge of joy. I don't know what you want to call it. I was just thinking out loud on how we can focus on being better and helping others, especially for the month of December. Rick, why is your rent due tomorrow, Rick? And so anyway, one of the things that I wanted to challenge you to do is to think about a way every single day between now and December 25th, or if you want to even do it through the month of December, that's great. A few years ago, I did this challenge, or I did this course, and it's actually called Never Have a Bad Day Again. And it's stuck with me all of these years. Look, I'm still talking about it. Maybe it was even 3 or 4 years ago. I don't even know. And so one of the things that was really, really awesome is for 21 days, because they say that it takes 21 days to, make a habit. And so basically what it did was every single day there was a challenge, and it was something like maybe go to Amazon.com and look at someone's wish list and get them that. Or maybe it was to open, go to Walmart and look for somebody who needs help with their groceries, or whatever it is. You can think of your own kind of challenge for that particular day. And for those who are coming on, I get it. December 1st is on Friday, not tomorrow. So we will change that caption. And so the purpose of this is to encourage basically lighting. In our church, we have something called Light the World. And if you want to Google that, Light the World 2017, surely you can see that. And there's going to be a lot of things in there that challenge you to light the world, to shine your light, right? One of the things that we did last year that was really, really awesome as a family is there's a homeless shelter here in Sugar Land in Texas, and it's a place where basically, they are homeless and they don't have a home, of their own during Christmas time. And so you can adopt a family, and you can, pick a family, and then you can basically make them your family. So you can, buy them gifts, bring them dinner, whatever. And so basically it's so exciting to be able to do this, because what happens is if we can carry this over past December, then every single day you are looking for goodness, right? And so one day, like I say, it could be trying to, helping a family in need. Maybe another day helping with groceries. Maybe another day is to whatever it is, right? And so I challenge you for 31 days, or at least between now and Christmas, to do something good. And if you need inspiration, like I say, you can type in Light the World 2017, and surely they have a calendar that will show you different things that you can do. And so this is something that I've been starting to do every single December. And what the point of it is it helps you to focus on taking the focus off of yourself and putting the focus on other people who may need more than what you have, right? Basically, people who are less fortunate. And so I wanted to challenge you every single day, like I say, to do that. And so those who are joining, if you want to say hi, you can. And I do get it that in my caption, it does say December 1st tomorrow, but it's not December 1st tomorrow. It's on Friday. I would change that when I'm done. So this challenge that I'm talking about to challenge you will start on Friday. And, like I say, December the 1st, whatever, it can start that day, right? And so there was this one story that I wanted to share with you before, I went, and this is kind of what inspired me one time. We were at this restaurant, and I saw this this man, and he was, and it was just in a restaurant or whatever. And you can obviously tell that maybe he hasn't had a meal for a very long time or whatever, right? And so this couple basically decided to tell him, here's the menu. It was somewhere like Waffle House, and it wasn't a very expensive restaurant, but they basically went over there and told him, you can, basically have anything on this menu, and, we'll take care of the bill. And this man basically was so grateful, and he didn't like overdo it, like, buy a bunch of stuff, but he bought like a cup of coffee, and he bought, like a meal. And this particular incident has stuck with me for many years, to see the look on that man's face and to see the love that was there, but, with somebody sharing what they had with somebody who was less fortunate. And can you imagine, like, if everybody did this, if everybody picked something every single day, and, we're doing this for the month of December, and basically, if we could carry this on into the other months, January, February, and we basically are training ourselves, I guess I don't know if that's the word, to look for others to basically help to do some good in the world, right? And so I wanted to encourage you to do that. I wanted to encourage those of you who are on here. At the bottom of this page, there is a share button, and basically it's just a way that is getting the word out to spread goodness, especially for this month of December. Like I say, I kind of started tradition last year to start doing this. I did it with myself, had a challenge, try to challenge my family, but I'm here to challenge my Facebook friends as well to basically do that, and to to think every single day. If you need inspiration, surely you can Google something, like, what are some things that I can think of to do? And it's just so inspiring to me to see this happen. Like, I'll give you another example, because the one example I shared with you, but there was another time when, and this is my own son, he is only like 10 years old, and we were like at Walmart or whatever, and we were doing this challenge, and I was sharing this with my kids, sharing this with my family, to do some sort of goodness every single day. And so he saw this lady, and she had a case of water, and she was older, and she had to put her groceries in her car. And my son at the time was like, I don't know, 10 years old, 9 or 10. And on his own, he went over there and offered his help to this lady. And, she just about broke down into tears and said, thank you so much. And, you see, I can even feel it in my heart even now, like the goodness that you can feel by helping others is pretty amazing. And so, like I say, it could even be something with your business. something with your business that you can do for other people, right? Maybe it's a bonus that you can give. Maybe it's a coaching call. Maybe it's a tip. Maybe it's that, you're offering something where, hey, whoever's going to be on this particular challenge on this day, I will give away blank or whatever it is. But, the effect that it can happen and spreading this challenge, maybe you guys can help me name it. You are welcome to put in the comments if you want to, whatever you think this should be called. The joy challenge, I don't know. But it's just, something like I say that I started doing a couple of years ago, actually. And so it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting to see, like, when you're doing it and then you share it with other people, and then, they share it with other people. And like I say, being able to share that goodness of you and, what you're doing with your family or whatever to other people. And so I hope this is making sense. And like I say, for those who are joining, tomorrow is not December 1st, as it says in my caption. It's on Friday. And so, if those of you who have some ideas of, what you're going to be doing, feel free to post in the comments. If you want to even tell me that you're doing it, you can post in the comments or private message me that you want to join me. I don't get anything for doing this except for the very fact that it just makes me feel good. And so I hope that you join me. I hope that every day you check in. We'll have a live video just to check in every single day. And I might even just say, what I'm doing that morning or what I'll be looking for, right? And so, share what you have and what you know. And like I say, we have something that's called Light the World 2017. You can Google that. There's ideas that you can, look at the calendar. You can look at the calendar to see what are some of the things that I personally can do, and whatever ideas that you have, you can post them. It's so exciting to see the goodness that's spread whenever one person does it and then their family does it. And then you guys are all doing it. And like I say, you can share this. I think there's a share button on this video. Feel free to do that. And like I say, it's nothing that I get from all this except knowing that I'm going to be participating and helping spread some good. And hopefully, my children and my married children, I'm going to share this with them so that every single day, as many people as we can get to share goodness during this holiday season. It just makes me feel so amazing. And like I say, on that course that I took a few days ago or a few years ago, that was called Never Have a Bad Day Again. It was really, really cool because it had ideas in there that I would have never thought about. For example, going to Amazon.com, which, many of you know I sell on Amazon, and there's a wish list on the side somewhere, people that have their wish list. And so it's really, really cool because you anonymously can go and look at the wish list and say, I don't know, just type in anything. And these are, maybe people who have like a desire to have this particular item. And you can actually go and purchase the item and send it to that person. How cool would that be? I think that would be so amazing if I received something in the mail that was on my wish list. I don't know who did it, but they sent it to me. And so this just happens to me over and over and over again. And so before I let you go, I'm going back into the fact of every single day, I have something to be grateful for, especially lately. I've been talking a lot about gratitude. I think this morning, I shared with you my little gratitude journal that I have. I have this in my purse. I have it on my desk by my computer. And every single day, every morning, I have this, and you can start in the morning. And then at the end of the day, you might just kind of glance through, like, what are some of the things that I have been grateful for, or I have seen the hand of God in? It's so, so cool because the challenge of this gratitude journal that I had, and by the way, thanks for all the love, whoever's doing that, I can't really see, but it just basically says, challenging yourself to find ways to recognize and remember God's kindness throughout your day and write them down. They may be simple or profound things, or they may be, something that you basically will recognize and something that you're going to be grateful for. And so you don't have to have, this specific, you can buy these little bitty journals anywhere at the dollar store. You can have a big journal. But lately, I don't have that one that I started. I wish I had it in here. I think it's by my bedside. But I had something that I started doing as well because somebody challenged me to do that. And that is this. Every single time when you have this journal with you, whether in your purse or in your car, and something happens that's of goodness and that you're grateful for, that you can see, you take this and you write it down. Maybe it's as simple as waking up and seeing the sun, because there's people who don't have that blessing, right? Or maybe it's that you were able to get into a car that drives, that can get you to work or to the store, or that you have beautiful children that come and say good morning to you. We start our days, and I feel like we rush through the day and we don't even realize how precious those moments are when our kids come and say hello and goodbye. It's kind of in our family where we made it not a tradition, but we made it kind of like something that we just do. When you come in, you greet people and you say hello. And when you leave, you say goodbye. And, many of I lost my father about a year, not this past Valentine's, but the Valentine's of 2016. And to this very day, I'm very grateful, that I was able to do that, because, that's not always going to be there. It's not always going to be there where you have that, right? And so it's such a good thing to teach your kids and to practice, that basically looking at that as like a blessing that you have, the people in your life, and not rushing through the day, waking up in the morning and going straight to breakfast and going straight to school and going straight to work or whatever, without acknowledging and saying how thankful you are for somebody, right? I told you that was probably the last thing, but I'm going to share with you one more thing as I have you here. And I know, Karen, I'm scaring a lot of people. Maybe I should call this, December Fools, whatever. I have my calendar wrong. You have one more day to start this challenge, one more day to pay your rent, whatever. And so I will change that caption when I'm done with this computer and I can edit that. So one other thing that I wanted to share with you, but before I let you go, remember that this is such a powerful thing to have with you. Powerful for you to be acknowledging and being so grateful, for the things that you have throughout your day. I love this idea. This has been like one of the best ideas that someone gave to me. So it's like, this just helps you visually be thankful. You are looking for things to be thankful for, and, it'd be awesome by the end of a month or week or whatever for you to look through here. Because, a lot of times what happens is we just go through our days and then we don't realize how very blessed that we are. And if you're ever feeling down, or you're ever feeling like, I don't know, that your life is just not going the way that you want it to go, you take out this gratitude journal or whatever you're writing in, and you just read. And you just start reading some of the things that you're grateful for, that you are experiencing during your days. And like I say, it could be something as simple as a sunset, or something as simple as a hug, or something as simple as somebody calling you, or a good friend, that you haven't heard of from in a long time, call you or text you or whatever. And so this has just, even in hard times, and we all have hard times, right? We all have times in our life where things are not always going smoothly. All of us do. I'm going through one of those times even as I speak. But one of the ways that keeps me, up to par, I guess, or not so sad, is this gratitude journal. And basically it's being able to acknowledge the things that God has given us, the things that are amazing in our life. And we have very many amazing things, right? And so, awesome, Rick. So I encourage you to do this particular trick. And so, well, it's not a trick. It's a habit that I've gotten into over the years. And it's been an awesome thing for, like I say, whenever you're going through a hard time and you just think, woe is me. And, this is, kind of like not a good day. And then soon, before you know it, you start reading your gratitude journal, and then you say, you know what? It wasn't really that bad of a day, because look at all of the different things that happened today that I'm so grateful for. And some of them, like I say, can be as simple as I got chocolate today, or someone said hello to me, or, sorry, there's just a lot of stories that are coming to me as I'm doing this particular exercise. But like today, I was in Walmart and there was this lady that was in a wheelchair, and she looked like she was already doing her Christmas shopping or whatever, and she looked really, really sad to me. And because I've been starting to do this, I just make myself more aware of what's around me. And so she was sitting in her wheelchair basically, and like I say, she was waiting on, I don't know, the lady to do her patterns, she was making. So she was sitting there, and she, like I say, she looked really sad. And so I just looked over at her because, I was just thinking about this gratitude journal, and I was thinking about how I make a point now to be more aware. And so I went over to her and I just, put my hand on her arm, and I just said, how are you doing today? It looks like you're getting some Christmas shopping done. And just right there in that moment, she just started crying. And you know what she said to me? She's like, I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because you just made me so happy. And I'm like, I just kind of confused. I'm like, well, how come? And she just said, because, you took the time to come over and just smile at me and say hi. And I'm not saying that to boast or anything. I'm just giving you an example of the little things that we're grateful for, that we can make a difference in the things that we say and the things that we do and the way that we act, and being aware of those around us and taking upon yourself this challenge of doing good to others and being aware. And so if I wasn't aware and I was just, walking in Walmart or whatever and rushing and going about my day or whatever, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy that beautiful moment with this woman who I don't even know. I still don't even know her name. I was just very, very thankful that I was aware of that, because I started this gratitude journal and I thought, I'm going to fill this up with as many things that I'm grateful for, because when times are hard and we have them, then I can look through this gratitude journal and say, you know what, today I made this lady happy when I went to Walmart. And, every time we make someone happy, then it's almost like that makes us happy, right? And it takes away some of our sadness that we're going through, during that day. And we all have sadness. I know a lot of you think that I don't have sadness, and I do. I just, part of the way that I cope with it is I just come on here and talk to you because it just helps me. It's almost kind of like it helps like my thoughts and things. And so anyway, like I say, those of you who are just coming on, tomorrow is not December 1st. I'm going to change my caption. You have one more day to do this challenge, and you can go back and you can, read through. But I challenge you. I'm going to challenge you starting on December 1st, or you can even start tomorrow. There's no magic about it. It's mostly just trying to get yourself in the habit of being grateful and being kind and, finding those people and things or situations, I guess, where you can change somebody and make them happy. Because I will leave you with this, and I know that there's just so many thoughts that are in my head tonight, and probably this should have been like 4 different videos, but we don't know what people are going through in their life at that moment. We don't know what kind of situations they're going through. You don't know what kind of hardships they're going through. I have people private message me daily, and then they tell me their woes, and their pains. And all of us go through that. All of us have some sort of pain in our heart, whether it's a physical ailment, or if it's a relationship that we're working on, or it's just something. We all have things that we have in our heart, in our lives, that are hard. And just the little things that we do, like when people are aware, when they smile at us and say hello and how are you doing, or what can I do for you, and they listen to us whenever we need them to. If we're doing that for other people, because like I say, we don't know what people are going through. And if we can just remember that everybody is going through something, and then if we can just show a little bit of kindness, maybe like I say, a smile or a hug or whatever, it goes a long way. So I will start this on Friday. You can start tomorrow if you want, but every single day I will post something that I'm doing, and I would hope that you would join me. And so I hope somewhere in this video, I think they told me it's down below, there's a share video. Feel free to do that. I will name this challenge, and I hope that you guys join me, and I hope you join me in just, spreading goodness and making other people happy, including ourselves. Because if there's anywhere, I know this helps other people, but it really, really helps us individually as well. It helps us forget about our own problems, which we all have many. It helps us forget about, I guess, being so self-centered and reaching out and looking for others. So you can get your gratitude journal. You can get a journal to write down some of the things that you're thinking about doing on a daily basis. And like I say, Light the World 2017. You can Google that. There's many, many good ideas of what you can do. And so anyway, I think I hear my husband. And so I will let you guys go. I wanted to invite you to start looking for my podcast called Joy Reveals. It's going to be releasing very soon on iTunes and all of the different podcast things and stuff. And so those of you who, have an icon all over my wall, we just finalized, like I say, some of the intros and outros for the podcast. And so we will be uploading that very, very, very soon. And so it will be talking about a lot of things like this as well. So you guys take care. And tomorrow is not December 1st. You have one more day to pay your rent. Take care. I will talk to you guys soon.